Sorry, there. Hello, Bruce.
Talk to you later. Alright, see you. Bye.
Just said.
Hello.
Okay.
We just have a request there, please. We have a request.
Okay.
Under the European Convention on Human Rights, all human beings are entitled to food, even under.
Already do you take
Even
the one you have to
just
tell me
please listen to me.
Just listen.
The
Please
guy,
listen.
he was even here, he didn't tell
Please
tell
listen.
them that he's telling me that.
Please listen to me.
I have nothing to do with
Please listen to me.
with the EU
Please
convention
listen
or
to me.
whatever.
Please listen to me.
I'm just doing my job.
I know, if you could ring your supervisor or whoever
You
you're
can
over.
read the Guardian.
You know, okay, we have told you we are entitled to food under the European rights of the EU.
No.
Yes, I have just told you.
No.
Yes, I
I
have.
don't know about that.
You just do, I just tell you.
I don't know about
Yes,
that
I just
convention.
tell you.
Can you show me that convention?
Yes, I can show you.
Show me that.
I will show you that. I
Yeah.
don't,
And
first
it
of all,
say that I have to open the building to let
it
the
doesn't
food in.
mention you personally, no.
We're
Yeah,
just
so I'm not
asking.
doing that.
We're
No,
just
you're not.
asking.
So, okay, we've only asked
Yeah.
you, okay?
I know the rules. I know the law. Whatever you're telling me, I know how it works.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that,
The convention center is not telling me to open the building and let the food in.
Yeah.
No.
so they're saying, no, you're not allowed.
They ordered this. They said
Who's
to me-
ordering this, your boss?
Huh?
Your boss is telling you not to let some
The
food.
people who own
Yeah.
the building.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
If you
Yeah.
have their number, you can ring them.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
The people who own the building.
Yeah,
they
no, we
told me
understand that.
Not me.
Yeah.
that's
No,
okay.
we know that. We
Yeah.
know that. Yeah.
Do you have their number?
Huh?
Do you have their number?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that's it. You
You
were
know
told
that.
to refuse us.
Yeah. He,
Task lights. They are called task lights.
But who told you?
They are not. They are not.
Who told you, your boss?
They own the building.
Now, who wants the building though?
So
What's
they
that?
say on the weekend, don't let anybody in, whatever in. No, you have to
Okay.
be staff. Swap your cards, come in the building. That's what we do here every day.
Yes, but now we're
If you
what
are
I'm
not,
saying.
if you don't work
Okay,
here, you're not
okay,
staff.
well,
I can't let anything in here.
You're not allowed.
No, I'm not.
he's not allowed.
Your boss says you're not allowed.
The owner of the building.
Okay, the
Yeah.
owner of the building.
Yeah.
And who's the owner of the building? Tesla?
You have their number. Tesla own the building.
Tesla owns the building.
Yeah.
So, but would you know that's against our European rights? Like,
doesn't
don't
care.
bring me there.
but you just said you know the law.
No,
I have you
no,
recorded.
it's
I have you
not
recorded. You
convention.
said you pretend you don't
You
know.
can record
You
me.
just
I
tell
don't
me.
mind.
You know
You're
you.
taking a video. I know you're taking a video.
Yes. So,
I'm
but you
just
told me
telling
you know the law.
Daddy.
And no, please,
Convention
please.
center has nothing to do with the convention center.
You have nothing to do with it. No.
Why
Well,
don't
when
you
I
call Tesla and ask them?
well, if I go to bring food in now, will Tussa stop me or will you stop me?
I will stop.
Yes. See,
Yeah.
see,
I
you
will
will
stop.
stop me. Well then,
Yeah.
you don't know, but you might stop me. You might stop me.
Okay, hi everyone. We're outside Tulsa. This place where Angela Ray has done her protest and is refusing to allow them food, refusing to allow them water. I mean, I don't think it's even in the Convention of Human Rights that can anyway be right. But I'm questioning now. I'm just ringing the bell now just to see what their grounds is on actually denying them food. They're in there now since last night. It's quite a warm day, and furthermore, it's just not acceptable. That's basically it. So I'm just going to try get someone on the phone now to see will they actually communicate why they're actually denying food to the actual protest. And don't forget, it's a civil protest. It's not violent. Can you talk to me? Can you talk to me? Can you talk to me? Can you talk to me through this? Oh yeah. I can't hear you. I can't really hear you. Right. Okay. Why are they not allowed food? Allowed food? No, it's a civil protest under conventions of the human rights in Europe. They're entitled to food and water. So you're going to be held, you personally, your company are going to be held to starving them while they're on a civil protest. Your company, yeah. You're stopping them from having food and water. No, they're staying in the building. Are you denying them? Are you denying me to bring in food to them? Are you denying me? No, I'm asking you now. If I bring food here, will you give it to them? No, I'm asking you. You collect and bring it up to them. No, I'm asking you. They're staying in the building. No, but you're very aware. You're very aware that they're staying in the building. You're very aware of that. You realise that. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna go and get them food and water.
Why? They can't go?
Say that again.
They can't go?
That was,
They can't go themselves.
no, they can't go because they want to stay in the building.
So it's up to them.
So you're saying they have to leave the building to get food. Is that what you're saying? Okay. There you just heard the security guard. He's actually saying that they have to leave the building to get food. Now don't forget, this is Tusla. This is the crowd that takes care of children in Ireland. And in fairness, that guy is only doing a job. He's taking his instructions. I'll ask him where he's going to get his instructions from now. I'll just ask him that, and I'll repeat it. Who are you taking your instructions from?
Sorry?
Who do you get your instructions from? Say it again.
I can't give you any details.
But who's giving you the instructions to starve them?
I'm not starving them.
No, you are. You are. I'm willing to. I'm just letting you know now. I'm just letting you know. I'm willing to bring in food. You're stopping it. You're stopping it. No, you're stopping it. You're stopping it. So there you go. There's the highlight now. There's a civil protest in a building, and number one, Tusla wouldn't address it on Friday. They knew that it was going to continue on today in this building. They knew that this was actually going to happen. And what you have now is you have, I think, 9 people without water, drinking water from the toilets, just to keep themselves dehydrated. Now what you have now at this stage is that you've got a building that they're actually stopping them from having food. So that's what you've got. You've got now that Tusla is now dictating the health of a civil protest in Tusla, in this building. You can see where this building is. This building is called the Brumble Building. I wonder who owns that. I'd have to check out who owns this. Now Pat Rabbitte has been approached regards this situation, and what you have to ask now is, why is Tusla leaving these people in the building without water and without food? Now if you look at my last video, the logo is like they stand on integrity and love and compassion and all this kind of stuff. But what I see here now is intimidation. We're not going to listen to you, Angela Ray. We're not going to listen to your supporters. We're not going to listen to anybody that has an opinion on this situation. So when I look at this now and I see it this way, I admire the people who are staying in the building. I admire them. I admire them completely staying in the building. They're on the 4th floor of this building. It's a huge building, as you can see. They're on the 4th floor. It's full of glass. They have no drinkable water. And I'm calling the Minister of Children, Tone, whatever her name is, to intervene in this situation regards food, because they're actually stopping them from actually getting food. Now don't forget, this letter was brought to Tusla on Friday. They could have easily addressed this letter on Friday, and they didn't. And don't forget, this child has been away from the mother for 5 years, and they're after taking the heir's access away from the mother. Now Tusla are supposed to be an organisation that, in fairness, and I don't see fairness whatsoever. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible that they'll actually leave people in there without water and without food. But this is what you're dealing with. This is an organisation within itself that controls how children are treated in this country. I wish you well, guys. I'm thinking of you. I'm praying for you. There is some people still on that building, by the way, on the 2nd floor. There are 2 women. They look like as if they're staff. So there is something amiss if they are not willing to allow you food or water. So I asked Pat Rabbit now as well, the CEO, director of this Tussler group, who was put into this position. How he got the position, I'll never know. What qualifications has he got to be in this situation? But this is what you're dealing with. This is what you're dealing with. So that's where it is today. You know, it's the afternoon. They've been in there since yesterday, and it's an absolute disgrace. But I'm not surprised. I have to be honest with you. I'm not surprised when you attack or when you come against, you know, Tussler or any of these organisations. You come against this. You actually come against this. So that's the situation we have. I'm thinking that if the case is that people can actually do this to people when they're actually on a civil protest. Now, the 2 security guards have said they don't know who, they won't tell me who they're getting their instructions from. Isn't that incredible? So you've got a security company doing their job. They're only doing their job. But you have a security company that are not willing to tell you who that I can actually get in touch with to notify them that they're stopping them from having food and water. Now, we're now in 2019. We are supposed to be a civilised country. If you call this civilisation, I call this dictatorship. I call this communism. If you're not allowed civilly protest and be allowed food and water while you protest, I ask you, is this the country we want in Ireland? Is this the actual country we want here? So on that grounds, they're on the 4th floor. You know, support them, send them goodwill, send them love through the phone, whatever you have to do. They're great guys. They're committed to the cause of not only Angela. I met 2 other girls that were having trouble with Tussler, and it's just, it has to be brought to a head. This Tussler cannot go on. It should not go on. And that's the situation. Now, this guy, the guy that's, you know, he's only a security guard, and that's fair. I've respect for him. I mean, he's only doing a job. He's not willing to tell me he's getting instructions from. So that's the situation on this. So keep them in your thoughts. I won't be hanging around for much longer as I've a few things on, but I'm thinking of you guys. I came down just to give you support. You're a long way up there on the 4th floor, but you're doing brilliant. You're doing absolutely brilliant. And you know, Gemma Doherty has, you know, twigged her on her page. She twigged her on her page. She had 2 people on who literally told the background of all the CEOs in this company. One came from Scotland. He vanished then, and it has to question. The Minister for Children will have to be questioned on this. Will have to be questioned on this. There's no, you know, doubt about it that, you know, this cannot go on. Tussler cannot go on. This organisation that they send people out. They've no identification when they come to the school to assess a child. They don't even bring their actually qualifications with them. They don't even bring their qualifications with them. So I'm just saying to you now that at this point in time, think of a mother. Think of a mother that hasn't seen the child. Think of a mother that hasn't seen her child. Think of a father that hasn't seen their child. That they may be wronged by Tussler themselves. So it's right across the board. I've been getting, you know, emails and things like that, and it's not just an individual case, it's right across the board. So they're in a civil protest, they're not allowed water and they're not allowed food. It's typical of Ireland. It's a dictatorship. You're pointing out Tussler, you're pointing out the wrongdoings, and you can't get mediation with Tussler. As far as I can see, Angela's been fighting this for 5 years. She called the woman out yesterday, you can see it on the live stream, that she had spoke to her and she had sent her emails. The woman didn't even know the case. So what does that tell you? So on that note, oh my God, what is Ireland becoming? What are we doing regards our young children? Denying a child a mother that has, you know, pulled her life back from the darkest pits of hell regards drugs. And I admire her immensely that she actually put her own child in care. So she took responsibility before she went into rehab to make sure her child was protected. Sadly to say, her child wasn't protected in the end. And this is the stage that she has to. Now, she'll probably end up in jail again. That's the way the government work. They'll probably jail her for another 7 days for the camera rule. But I'm telling you now, this girl is not going to give up. And I tell you the reason why she won't give up. Because she loves her son that she brought into this world. She may have made mistakes. And I say to Pat Rabbit, have you ever made mistakes in government, Pat? Of course you have. Of course you have. Of course you have. And you've been, you know, let away with some of the horrendous mistakes that Labour have made over the years. People have forgiven you. But yeah, here's a young mother, wants to just see her child, and is not allowed. They're now intimidating the grandparents. The grandparents have had access to this child for, as far as I know, over the lifeline of the child. He's 9, and they have access, but now they're being intimidated. They're being intimidated. So I just ask you to think about them, keep them in your prayers, because I firmly believe that God will turn this around. I don't care what people think of my values, but I know that God will not allow children be dealt this way. God will deal with these people that put their hand on a child to stop a child from seeing its mother. God will deal with it. God will deal with these people. And Catriona, she needs to be taken into question and asked what role has she got regards children in Ireland. And on that note, I'm just going to finish the live stream. I need to speak to one or two people. They're not allowed food. The security company are saying they're not allowed food. So just keep them in your thoughts, will you? And on that note, we will talk soon, okay? Take care.